All right, I'm here with Dr. Rachel and Dr. Lydia today, and we are going to interrogate them quickly about how do you keep kids healthy this time of year? Because we've had a ton of patients in, and parents are constantly complaining about my kids are sick, my kids are sick, my kids are sick. What do you do? So, who would like to start?
I can go. Okay. I will say we can probably narrow it down to three top things, maybe two. Number one would be probably decreasing sugar intake. I know it's a hard time of the year for that because it's everywhere, especially with desserts and cookies and things, but there's a lot of research on how sugar directly impacts the immune system and lowering its capabilities, making the infections more severe, longer, different things like that. So just being mindful of what they are eating on an everyday basis. So of course we can treat ourselves to the yummy things, but when it's constant in their diet, then that can really have an impact. Number two would be still trying to find some way to get sunshine. So I know lots of times we move inside around this time of the year, but getting sunshine, whether it's just in the morning or before it sets at like 3 p.m. these days, that's really helpful. You get some vitamin D, but it is really great for their sleep and circadian rhythm, so it helps with sleep then on the back end of that too. And then supplements and just kind of like proactive supplements are great in the winter. I always start some vitamin C, sometimes a lower zinc dosage of like 15 grams every day, and then making sure your vitamin D levels are at a good spot and keeping that going through the winter, because in Iowa we are not getting enough in the winter, no matter what. So I'd say those things. And if you need help with supplements, we all have a pretty good idea and have access to that stuff, so just let us know if you need any of that.
So basically, no sugar,
Lower sugar.
more sun, and vitamins.
Yeah.
It's simple. Okay. Now that she's taken all of your answers,
I
now,
know, geez.
well, how would you like to respond?
So big one I'm gonna say, obviously get adjusted. Biggest thing that I see is kiddos get sick because of a tubing problem. And by tubing, I mean there's inflammation within their neck. They're constantly falling, running, doing all sorts of stuff. So they've probably banged themselves around a little bit. And when you get that inflammation, then ears, those aren't allowed to drain the way that they need to, or sinuses can't drain the way that they need to. When we've got a plug here, then we're gonna have a plug here. So if we can't get things moving through the ears, you're not gonna be able to get things moving through your lungs, through your digestion, everything like that. So first of all, get adjusted so that you can get all of the plumbing issues going. Another one is going to be allowing them to drink as much water as possible. I know that that's hard when it's colder out, but even if you can do like 75% water with like 25% of a juice or something, or even an Ultima, that's another supplement type thing, yeah, electrolytes, to at least get some of that water into their system to allow for it to then drain as well. And then another one is sleep. Sleep is super important. So if we have a lack of sleep, their body can't resist everything that's going on around them. And washing their hands with just soap and water. Don't be using that hand sanitizer.
Perfect. So get adjusted, get the tubes going
Yep.
on there.
Yep.
No hand sanitizer. And the third one was the water. Yes, water and sleep. Who needs sleep, right? Especially for toddlers.
Sleep and immune system research is endless.
We're gonna call this the round table of right answers.
Above 7 hours of sleep too.
Okay.
You hear 6 to 8 all the time, but all the research shows when you start going under 7 is where you start to see the impacts on your immune system.
So 7 hours is the threshold.
At least.
Mm-hmm.
And
Okay.
kiddos, probably more.
Oh yeah.
For sure. Well, ladies, we appreciate your time and your expertise and your friendly smiles.
Yeah.
Thanks.